On 5 seats, Manjhi's HAM and Upendra Kushwaha's RLSP get 1 seat each. India Today's news break confirmed. According to sources, Pashupati Paras will soon resign from the Modi cabinet of not getting a seat in the alliance in Bihar NDA. News, in fact, sources seem to suggest Pashupati is very angry with Chirag Paswan's LJP getting 5 Lok Sabha seats, and the key in all of that will be the seat of Hajipur, which was the legacy. For viewers who are not able to understand the political and family dynamics of it all, Pashupati Paras is Chirag Paswan's uncle, Ram Vilas Paswan, who is the father of Chirag Paswan, his brother. The Hajipur seat has currently been held by Pashupati Paras, and Hajipur this time around will now go to Chirag Paswan as per seat sharing arrangement, and not a single seat has been given to Pashupati Paras.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी, जनता दल यूनाइटेड, लोक जनशक्ति पार्टी, हिंदुस्तानी अवाम मोर्चा और राष्ट्रीय लोक मोर्चा, ऐसे सभी का जो एनडीए गठबंधन बिहार में एक साथ होकर चुनाव लड़ेगा। भले पार्टी के अपने अपने चुनाव चिन्ह अपने अपने सीटों पे अलग हो, लेकिन सभी 40 सीटों पर पूरा एनडीए की सभी पार्टियां अपनी पूरी ताकत से 40 के 40 सीटों पर ताकत लगाएगी और सभी सीटें जीत कर आएंगी। ये हमारा विश्वास है।
हम अपने बिहार के सभी सम्मानित नेता, हमारे नेता आदरणीय चिराग पासवान जी और हमारे लोकप्रिय मुख्यमंत्री आदरणीय नीतीश कुमार जी, जीतन राम मांझी जी और सभी नेतागण से एक बहुत अच्छे सौहार्दपूर्ण वातावरण में लोक जनशक्ति पार्टी रामविलास को 5 सीट मिली है। मैं धन्यवाद करता हूं और ये पूरी आप लोगों को विश्वास दिलाता हूं कि जो आपने टारगेट रखा है 40 को 40 सीट जीतने का, उसमें निश्चित रूप से इस बार हम लोग बिहार में पूरा करेंगे और साथ ही में जो प्रधानमंत्री का जो संकल्प है 400 पार, उसमें हम लोग पूरा करेंगे और इस बार बहुत बड़ी जीत के साथ हम लोग सरकार बनाएंगे। देश के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी तीसरी बार प्रधानमंत्री बनेंगे।
चिराग जी, आपने एक बार कहा था कि आप प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के हनुमान हैं। क्या हनुमान जी को जो स्थान मिलना चाहिए था, जो स्थान हनुमान जी का है इस पूरी कहानी में, वो स्थान आपको लगता है कि आज मिला?
देखिए, मुझे नहीं लगता कि हनुमान जी किसी संख्या में बांधे जा सकते हैं और ये एक आत्मिक रिश्ता है। मुझे नहीं लगता कि उसका राजनीतिक परिदृश्य से कुछ लेना देना।
संख्या की बात पर आते हैं, 5 सीटें मिली हैं आपकी पार्टी को, क्या उससे आप संतुष्ट हैं? भाई,
अकेला सांसद हूँ, यही ताने दिए जाते थे मुझे। 0 विधायक है मेरे, ये भी कहा जाता था मुझे। तमाम तानों को, तमाम कही गई बातों को सर आंखों पर रखते हुए सिर्फ मैं मेहनत करता गया। मुझे लगता है कि आज ये 5 सीटें एक सिंगल सांसद वाली पार्टी को मिलना, ये पार्टी और पार्टी के कार्यकर्ताओं की मेहनत, उनके संघर्ष को सम्मान देने के बराबर है।
Cutting across to colleague Rohit Singh, who's joining us from Patna with the latest. Rohit, the BJP seat sharing done, dusted, but the dust has not settled, primarily because now the spotlight will turn to Pashupati Paras, Chirag Paswan's uncle, on what will he do, where will he go, because the Hajipur seat has also, from him, now gone to Chirag Paswan.
Well, Preeti, yes, there's nothing much that Pashupati Paras can do now or he could do, because if I could say that he is now getting the taste of his own medicine. Remember 2 years back, he had engineered that split in the Lok Janshakti party, and along with 5 other MPs, he had formed his own party and then became a union minister in the Modi government, leaving Chirag Paswan completely isolated. And 2 years down the line, it's like a same thing that is happening with Pashupati Paras now. that Chirag has now got 5 seats to contest in the Bihar Lok Sabha elections, and Pashupati Paras really not getting anything, and now remains to be seen what will be his next move. Because remember, a couple of days back his party had maintained that if after the final declaration is made about the seat sharing, if his party doesn't get anything, then his options are open. So it means that will he switch sides to the Maharajganj, or will he just contest the Hajipur Lok Sabha seat as an independent? That remains a big question.
Okay.
But as far as the option of going to the Maharajganj is also concerned, Preeti, I think that is not a good option for him, because nobody is taking him very seriously in Maharajganj.
So even the Maharajganj doesn't want him.
Also. So it's like absolutely. Because he doesn't have that vote bank, and that is why the Maharajganj also thinks that he could be a liability for the Grand Alliance, for the India Alliance, and that is why nobody is buying him. And perhaps I think he can just fight the elections from Hajipur as an independent. That could be his last resort.
All right, that is his last resort, because where Pashupati Paras is concerned, even the Maharajganj, which is the India Alliance, doesn't want him at all, because on ground it does seem that he doesn't have that kind of pull anymore. Rohit Singh, appreciate you joining us. We're going to come back to you for more updates. The India Alliance seat sharing yet not final where Bihar is concerned, and we'll be getting in more from Rohit. Meanwhile, let's quickly shift focus. The electoral bonds matter has once again opened up Pandora's box, while a number of political parties have forthrightly on their own released their data on the donations that they got, or have sought data of all their electoral bond donors. This includes the DMK, who received a whopping 509 crore rupees from Lottery King, Future Gaming and Hotel Services.
Details of electoral bonds have opened a Pandora's box, with Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin's DMK coming under scanner. The DMK affidavit to the EC, now made public after the Supreme Court verdict, reveals that businessman Santiago Martin was the DMK's largest donor. In total, DMK received rupees 656.5 crore through electoral bonds, of which 77% or 509 crore rupees came from the Lottery King's Future Gaming and Hotel Services. The company is the top buyer of electoral bonds according to data shared by the poll body. Out of their purchase of electoral bonds worth rupees 1,368 crore, 37% went to M.K. Stalin's party. Politics has erupted over the Lottery King's fundings, with the BJP claiming that the DMK stands exposed ahead of the crucial Lok Sabha polls.
When the Election Commission data for DMK was released, then everybody thought, how can you get 90% from one company, that too which is involved in lottery and gaming? Now DMK has to come out, because the same Chief Minister has gone against one private news magazine in Tamil Nadu for defamation, where he has given it in writing to the court as an affidavit. He never took money from any of the company that is involved in gambling business or gaming business.
The DMK has defended the donations.
They have threatened certain people. They have sent ED and income tax authorities for a raid, and after getting those bonds, they have stopped it. So they have pressurized people to give them money. So we have not pressurized anybody to give money.
Electoral bond is an extortion racket, well planned by the BJP, and they claim everybody else is corrupt. BJP is not just corrupt, they have run an extortion racket. This has never happened in independent India.
Newly published data reveals that the BJP encashed electoral bonds worth 8,250 crore rupees from 2017 till 2024. During the period, the Congress received 1,951 crore rupees. The TMC comes third at 1,716 crore rupees. The BRS got 1,405 and the BJD got 1,019 crore rupees respectively. None of these parties have revealed who their donors are. The opposition has demanded a probe into the fund received by the BJP. The ruling party has rejected charges of corruption.
Electoral bond ये भारतीय राजनीति में से काला धन समाप्त करने के लिए लाया गया। कोई मुझे ये समझा दे कि इलेक्ट्रल बॉन्ड आने के पहले किस तरह से चंदा आता था, तो कैश से आता था।
Electoral bonds, monies are going into the accounts, from account to party's account. So कम से कम जो पार्टी तक पहुंचता है पैसा, कोई भी पार्टी क्यों ना हो, वो white पहुंचता है. From a system which was completely imperfect, was brought in, consciously brought in, saying at least one aspect of it will be cleaner.
With the Supreme Court directing the SBI to disclose bond numbers as well, more controversy is likely to erupt once the donors are matched to the beneficiary parties. Bureau Report, India Today.
I want to immediately cut across to my colleague Pramod Madhav, who's joining us live from Chennai. Pramod, in midst of the entire political outburst, what has made the DMK public its electoral bonds? What was the reasoning behind it?
Well, Preeti, is very clear because yesterday when the Chief Minister was speaking in Mumbai, he said that electoral bonds is nothing but a white-collar scam. And right now we have data where it also showed that DMK has also got nearly 650 crore plus, and people started asking questions as to where this money came from. In fact, it was the opposition leader, Edappadi K. Palaniswamy, who started putting forward questions about like a link between Santiago Martin and this particular bond and DMK. It openly went ahead and said, we are going to release all the data. And now it has also caused more issues because now AIDMK is asking what was the reason for you to take money from future gaming, even after there were like multiple years of issues with Governor Ravi over online gambling. So that is how AIDMK is actually correlating it. But DMK is defending it, claiming that no favor was given to anybody. It was, electoral bond was present, so it was utilized by a company and the party got the funding, Preeti.
All right, Pramod, appreciate you joining us with the very latest. My colleague Pramod breaking it down on what led to revealing the data where the politics is concerned, but the politics far from over. Meanwhile, let's quickly cut across with the latest coming in from the Election Commission of India. There's been a massive crackdown, or rather what the ECI does on a routine basis before an election, on top bureaucrats ahead of 2024 Lok Sabha. Sending a strong message that elections will be conducted in a free and fair manner, the EC ordered the removal of DGP West Bengal Rajiv Kumar, who also happens to be Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee's close aide. Vivek Shaya is the newly appointed DGP of West Bengal. Now, the Election Commission of India also removed the Home Secretaries in Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. TMC has launched a scathing attack over the removal of DGP Rajiv Kumar, accusing BJP of misusing central agencies and meddling with appointments of election commissioners.
Who's West Bengal DGP Rajiv Kumar in English?
You see, we have seen that Bharatiya Janata Party, they are trying their best to grab different organizations, including ECI. They have taken over the control of central agencies, etc., in different organizations. So, in this case also, after announcement of Lok Sabha election, what today we have seen, that is the reflection of BJP is trying their best to grab and monitor the functioning of this kind of organizations, including ECI. That is the reflection.
राजीव कुमार को तो डीजी पद से हटना ही था। ये वही राजीव कुमार है जिनके खिलाफ सीबीआई ने एफआईआर की थी, सीबीआई जिनको अरेस्ट करने के लिए गई थी और जिनके लिए ममता बनर्जी धरने पे बैठी थी कि सीपी को अरेस्ट नहीं किया जाए। तो जो आदमी जिनके लिए ममता बनर्जी धरने पे बैठती है, आप समझ सकते हो डीजी कम है, पार्टी का कैडर ज़्यादा है। और इससे पहले की जो इलेक्शन है 16 की इलेक्शन जो है, उस समय भी उनको हटाया गया था सीपी के पद से, क्योंकि उस समय भी कमीशन को लगा था कि ये कॉम्प्रोमाइज्ड है और ये फ्री एंड फेयर इलेक्शन नहीं करा सकता।
Joining me live now is my colleague Aishwarya Paliwal from Delhi. Aishwarya, these changes that the ECI has affected, are these routine that they do it before every Lok Sabha elections, or is there something new which possibly political parties like TMC is alleging?
Well, one of the things, let me tell you, Preeti, that does happen is that the shifting of officers does take place. So this really happens before every major election. But yes, the number of officers who now have been booked, that has drastically increased. And let me tell you, the reasoning that the Election Commission has said is that most of these officers, apart from holding the post, also used to work for the Chief Minister's office or were supposed to be close to the Chief Ministers of various states. So the question of neutrality now is arising. And specifically, if I give you the example of West Bengal, the particular officer in question, Rajiv Kumar, he was removed from poll duty way back in 2016 and also before the Lok Sabha elections in 2019. So this is not something which is new. The Commission now says that they want officers who will be neutral, and that's the reason why we are seeing such a major crackdown. Preeti.
All right, appreciate you joining us, Aishwarya. Thank you for joining us and giving us the latest there. Meanwhile, let's shift focus back to the national capital. Arvind Kejriwal now faces double summons over the Jal Board scam and the Delhi liquor gate probe. The Delhi Chief Minister will not be appearing before the ED in the Jal Board scam. The summon was today. He has effectively evaded that summon while calling the Jal Board summon once again illegal. AAP alleged the BJP was once again misusing central agencies to win the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. Hitting back, the BJP claims what they've claimed till now, that Arvind Kejriwal is running away from a probe. The ED had asked Arvind Kejriwal to appear for questioning in the Jal Board case today and in the liquor gate scam on the 21st of March.
केंद्र सरकार का मानना है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल अगर दिल्ली से बाहर निकलेंगे और देश के कोने कोने में इंडिया गठबंधन के लिए मीटिंगें, रैलियां, सभाएं करेंगे तो इससे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए मुश्किलें बढ़ेंगी। इसलिए उनको किसी भी तरीके से जेल में डालना है। एक्साइज के मामले में कोर्ट ने बेल दे दी तो बात बनी नहीं, इसलिए अब एक नया मामला जल बोर्ड का ढूंढा गया है। इसके बाद कोई और नया ढूंढ लेंगे। तो इनके पास सारी की सारी एजेंसी हैं, कोई भी मामला किसी का भी निकाल ले, किसी को भी सम्मन कर दो, किसी को भी जेल में डाल दो। आज तो ऐसे ही चल रहा है।
दिल्ली जल बोर्ड के मामले के तहत उनको ईडी ने सम्मन दिया और वो जानबूझकर उसको ईडी के सम्मन को इवेट कर गए और हाजिर नहीं हो रहे। ये दिखाता है कि वो उनको कोई सम्मान नहीं कानून के प्रति। कानून अपना काम कर रहा है, लेकिन अफसोस अरविंद केजरीवाल उसको इलीगल करार दे रहे हैं। भागता वो व्यक्ति है जिसको बहुत कुछ छिपाना हो, और मुझे लगता है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल चूंकि भाग रहे हैं इसलिए उनको लग रहा है कि बहुत कुछ छिपा रहे हैं।
ईडी के सम्मन को बार बार मुख्यमंत्री जी की तरफ से कहा गया कि भाई ये इलीगल है। उनसे सवाल पूछे गए, उन्होंने आज तक उसका जवाब नहीं दिया। उसके बाद ईडी कोर्ट में गई कि नहीं, हमारा जो है सम्मन जो है वो लीगल है। अरविंद केजरीवाल कह रहे हैं इलीगल है। कोर्ट में सुनवाई चल रही है। उसके बाद भी इतनी बेचैनी क्यों है बार बार ईडी का सम्मन भेजने के लिए? अब एक नहीं एक दूसरा भी सम्मन भेज दिया। कोर्ट के अंदर फैसला तो होने दीजिए।
भ्रष्टाचार की दलदल में लिप्त अरविंद केजरीवाल, आपने दिल्ली में भ्रष्टाचारों की लंबी फेहरिस्त बनाई है, तो अब आपके पास सम्मान ही आने, क्योंकि सम्मान तो आपके पास बचा नहीं है। तो आपको ये स्वीकार करना चाहिए कि हमने चोरी की है, अब उसका जवाब भी हम ही देंगे।
I'm going to go into a quick break. To stay with us on the other side, we're going to shift focus to the point.
Called DGP Rajiv Kumar in English.
You see, we have seen that Bharatiya Janata Party, they are trying their best to grab different organizations, including ECI. They have taken over the control of central agencies, etc., in different organizations. So, in this case also, after announcement of Lok Sabha election, what today we have seen, that is the reflection of BJP is trying their best to grab and monitor the functioning of this kind of organizations, including ECI. That is the reflection.
Shakti is a phenomenal concept. It's not a word on which you do politics. And by constantly trying to drag Sanatan Dharma into their politics has become a norm for the Congress party and its leadership. One of their colleagues, one of the alliance partners, went ahead to call Sanatan Dharma disease. Others have said other things, several things that are unthinkable about Sanatan Dharma. The Congress party even denied the existence of Lord Ram in an affidavit before the Honorable Supreme Court. For how long, until when, will Mr. Rahul Gandhi and his party keep dragging Sanatan Dharma to do their politics? Do they have no other positive agenda to do politics without dragging Sanatan Dharma into it?
The position is different in different states. I think we can win more than last time in Telangana, in Karnataka, in Haryana. We can win. But in the North Indian states, the Hindi-speaking North Indian states, I cannot make any prediction, because they all seem to be swayed by the Ram temple and the fervor about Lord Ram. And coming from Tamil Nadu, I'm not able to think on that wavelength, but I can speak for the South, and in particular, I can speak for Tamil Nadu.
With a month to go for voting to begin in elections 2024, the heat is high and it's already proving to be a blazing hot political summer, fueled by political tensions on the rise. For starters, the opposition has declared it isn't just up against the Modi machine, but also the Election Commission itself, raising long-standing concerns and questioning the neutrality of the poll panel. The ruling BJP has reiterated its unwavering trust in the Election Commission and claimed that the country on June the 4th will give them 400 par seats. The ill-tempered battle isn't just over the dates and phases in the Lok Sabha election this year. Politics has also erupted over delayed Jammu and Kashmir polls, with the Congress questioning the Election Commission's decision, or rather lack of one so far.
अच्छा लगते कि ये चारों स्टेट के साथ साथ जम्मू कश्मीर में चुनाव कराए जाते तो अच्छा लगता। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने सितंबर तक चुनाव कराने की निर्देश दे चुके हैं, लेकिन हम लोग सितंबर मास तक क्यों हम इंतजार करते?
The seven-phased Lok Sabha election will start on April the 19th, with results to be announced on June the 4th. India's big political festival is set to be a closely watched battleground, with both the ruling BJP and opposition gearing up for a fierce electoral contest. Bureau Report, India Today.
बाय policybazaar.com. हर फैमिली होगी इंश्योर्ड. नो स्ट्रेस फिनोलेक्स.
Schedule of the Lok Sabha poll, we'll do it in 7 phases, as was done last time.
Poll dates announced, 32 days to go. It's open election season. Congress taking the electoral bonds controversy to BJP's doorstep. Now, BJP bolsters on a Rahul Gandhi's alleged gaffe. Rahul Gandhi attacked the BJP's alleged misuse of agencies with this statement.
हिंदू धर्म में शक्ति शब्द होता है. हम शक्ति से लड़ रहे हैं. राजा की आत्मा ईवीएम में है. हिंदुस्तान की हर संस्था में है. ईडी में है, सीबीआई में है, इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट में है.
The BJP quick to call the comment misogynist, anti-Hindu.
This is not just insult of Hindu faith, it also shows the misogynistic mindset of Rahul Gandhi, who is against Nari Shakti and its manifestations.
The PM, without naming Rahul Gandhi, tore into him. First, Telangana.
भाइयों बहनों, इंडिया अलायंस ने कल अपनी घोषणा जाहिर कर दी है. घोषणा पत्र उनका जाहिर हो गया है और इसलिए लड़ाई एक तरफ शक्ति के विनाश के लोग करने वाले लोग हैं, दूसरी तरफ शक्ति की पूजा करने वाले लोग. मुकाबला 4 जून को हो जाएगा. कौन शक्ति का विनाश कर सकता है और कौन शक्ति के आशीर्वाद प्राप्त कर सकता है, इसका मुकाबला 4 जून को हो जाएगा.
Then Karnataka.
इन्हें मां भारती की बढ़ती हुई शक्ति से नफरत हो रही है. इन्हें भारतीय नारी का उत्थान अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है. इन्हें भारतीय नारी का सशक्तिकरण पसंद नहीं आ रहा. शक्ति पर वार का मतलब है देश की माताओं, बहनों, बेटियों पर वार. शक्ति पर वार का मतलब है नारी कल्याण की योजनाओं पर वार.
The Congress responded with Rahul comment, not anti-Hindu.
इसमें एंटी-हिंदू क्या हुआ भाई? अब शक्ति एक शब्द है जो हमारे संस्कारों में है, हमारे धर्म में है, हमारी आस्थाओं में, लेकिन शक्ति एक हिंदी शब्द भी है. भाई बीजेपी अगर कोई चीज ना समझ पाएगी या जानबूझ के ना समझ बन रही है तो वो जाने, इसका जवाब उनसे पूछना चाहिए.
But by Shakti, he was referring to an evil force.
पूरी की पूरी भाजपा अनाप शनाप अनर्गल बातें कर रही है. कल जब से राहुल गांधी ने आसुरी शक्ति के खिलाफ खुलकर हमला बोला, यह चुनाव आसुरी शक्ति और दैवी शक्ति के बीच का चुनाव है.
Prime Minister's and Rahul Gandhi's fiery Shakti clash. Which Shakti will voters side with? Top focus on To The Point this evening. Good evening. You're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Chaudhary. Let's quickly take that question to our panelists this evening. R.P. Singh, National Spokesperson, BJP. Meeta Chakravarti, National Spokesperson, Congress. Sanjay Singh, Consulting Editor, IANS. Ashutosh, Political Analyst with us. Before we are joined by a Congress spokesperson, I want to connect to Ashutosh. Ashutosh, what do you make of the statement that Rahul Gandhi used? Because every time you bring in Hinduism, you bring in Shakti, do you see this that he maybe possibly should not have said it? Do you read it as a gaffe? Do you read it as being misconstrued? But ultimately, what do you think the message will the voter carry?
See, BJP and the RSS, it thrives on propaganda, misinformation and deception. And why every time an election comes in, they go back to Hinduism, and as if Hinduism is their copyright. The fact of the matter is, you go to Karnataka, somebody is talking about Bajrang Dal, and suddenly Bajrang Dal is converted into Bajrang Bali, and then the propaganda is unleashed that how the Bajrang Bali has been insulted. So, if you see from the BJP's perspective, nothing wrong, because this is election time. So they would like to attack Congress party and the opposition, and opposition, the Congress party would like to attack on the BJP and the NDA. Perfectly all right in elections. But what is unfortunate is that why every time election is there, the communalization of the politics starts. Why every time election is there, the religion becomes the most important factor. Instead of talking about your own achievements in the last 10 years, if BJP is talking about Viksit Bharat, I think that's a better way of communicating with the people. But every time this happens, and that is the sad part of it, that whether the Indians will be voting in the name of religion, whether the Indians will be voting in the name of Shakti, whether the Indians will be voting in the names of Bajrang Bali or Ram Mandir, or they are voting for the unemployment and the price rise. This government in the last 10 years, they have claimed that they have done some good things. So they should go to the voter and seek votes on that basis. Not every time you come, sometimes Sanatan becomes important, sometimes Hindu, as if the BJP is the only party which talks about Hinduism, as if Hinduism is so weak that one word here and there will weaken Hinduism. If Hinduism is a Sanatan, it has survived for thousands of years, then BJP is not here to protect. Hinduism is not something which will be destroyed by one statement here and there. So unfortunate part is the communalization of Indian politics.
All right.
That has become the prime driver today.
Right. Before I bring in our political panelists, I just want to bring in Sanjay Singh into this conversation. Sanjay Singh, the BJP, what the Congress might allege, trying to misconstrue it, misrepresent it, what the BJP says that this is a direct insult to women, it's a misogynistic statement as well as anti-Hindu. Do you think the messaging to the voter is clearly now on the lines of Sanatan Dharma? You had an Udayanithi who said what he did, and now the BJP trying to capitalize that and leveraging it through Rahul Gandhi's Shakti comment?
When Rahul Gandhi says Hindu Dharma mein ek shabd hai Shakti, that makes the difference. If he had talked about just the Shakti, I don't think there was a problem. When he says that Hindu Dharma ek shabd hai, Shakti cult was about giving, attaching Devis and Devis power with the god, with the different gods, and also the goddesses like Durga, Kali, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Sitaram, Lakshmi Parvati, Parvati came in with Shankar, and there is whole lot of things happened for Shakti cult. Also, in Indian tradition, women have always Dharti Mata, Bharat Mata. Women, this Shakti cult also adds to fertility things, because women are the ones who actually do to survive family, society, and also the planet. And therefore, this concept is very wide. And Shakti also, during Navratras, you worship Shakti, whereby you also do Shastra Puja and so on and so forth. You have Devis all across the country who are part of that Shakti cult. And also, remember, the bigger festivities in India, there are the festivities where you actually install the Devi's statue, like Durga Puja, Lakshmi Puja, Saraswati Puja, and then Prime Minister making, of course, he has masterly capacity to swing a narration, to come with a counterpoint, to make a rebuttal, and of course, elections are there, so why not? If Rahul Gandhi makes a mistake, Rahul Gandhi says, Jai Shri Ram Bolo, Bhukhe Maro, now he has been saying all those things, and Congress has habit of giving something better to the BJP and to Rahul Gandhi. Time and again, they have not realized that they are pitted against somebody who has masterly craftsmanship.
All right, RP Singh, I want to bring you into this conversation. Now, at one end, you can, and Sanjay Singh, encapsulated it and articulated it in terms of what Shakti means in Hinduism. But RP Singh, Shakti in Hinduism also means the dark force. And that is what, as per the Congress and Rahul Gandhi, the intention was to say that. And by using Hinduism and Shakti, it has been misconstrued as per the Congress as misogyny and anti-Hindu, where he was referring to the dark force, which is very well part of Hinduism as well, where Shakti many times is verbalized as the dark force.
Preeti, good evening. For me, my sister Preeti, my sister Geeta, both are Shakti. And I believe that you both believe in Hinduism, and then you believe that, yes, you are part of that power Shakti, which Hinduism connotes. I mean, there's a difference. And I don't know where do you have heard this dark force as a Shakti in the Hinduism. And then he didn't refer it to as dark force. He was categorically saying that Hindu dharm mein Shakti shabd hota hai. Hum Shakti se lad rahe hain. I don't understand why he has to fight with Shakti. I mean, he could have simply said, there are forces, Shakti, there are certain Shakti in the country, we are fighting those powers. He could have simply said that, but not, I mean, it was not that way. And I still remember that Pastor George, who said, Jesus is not the real God, Jesus is the real God, not the Shakti. I mean, it started with that. And it ended with what he said about Hinduism and about Shakti. And it's not in isolation. I mean, there's a complete history behind it, whether it is Hindu extremism, whether it is Sanatan, everything which has happened in the last few years reflects the sort of thought process they have in the DNA they are in for a vote bank politics and for appeasing certain vote banks. They do so. I mean, Congress leaders do so. And so has Rahul Gandhi. I mean, and if he is saying, trying to turn it around that it was not religious, then why he brought word Hinduism into it?
Okay. All right. RP Singh, you asked me, so I've been reading up for a while before I got into the show. So where Sanatan Dharma and Hinduism is concerned, there is something called Kali Shakti as well. And that is the misuse of a very big force.
No, Kali Shakti. Then he should have said Kali Shakti. No, give me a second. I knew.
Sure, sir. You have your second.
Then he should have said Hindu mein Kali Shakti hoti hai. No, he would have said Kali Shakti hoti hai. I said, for me, Preeti, sister Preeti and sister Geeta is Shakti, not Kali Shakti.
Okay. Well, I'll also, RP Singh, his sister Meeta, and I'm going to Meeta Chakrabarti right now. Meeta Chakrabarti, the fact is, whether it's Shakti, whether he meant to say Kali Shakti, whatever he might have meant to say. The question is the sheer fact that he has to come back and give a clarification that all your top leadership, instead of getting together and fighting an election, are busy giving out explanations that Rahul Gandhi did not mean this. Seems to suggest it was avoidable.
Good evening to all your viewers and good evening to all the fellow panelists as well. First of all, when we talk about Shakti in Hinduism, as you correctly pointed out, there is this divine Shakti or Devi Shakti, and then there is Asuri Shakti or demonic Shakti, or the negative forces. So when Rahul Gandhi refers to fighting against the Asuri Shakti, it's amazing that BJP, a party that claims that they are so confident about their progress report, about the development track report, it's amazing as how desperate BJP is to give a spin to any narrative that is put forward by any of the Congress leaders. It's really, really amazing. My second point is, if they are such a big worshipper of Nari Shakti or Devi Shakti, then why is it that in 2018, when Association of Democratic Reforms came up with an independent observation and report, they observed that BJP is a party that has maximum number of lawmakers, maximum number of MPs and MLAs who are either rape accused or who have serious charges of crime against women against them. Why is it that this feeling of Nari Shakti does not...
I hope you will give me a chance.
Of course, sir, let her complete.
I did not interrupt you, sir. So why is it that be it in... and the list is very long, I keep reading. Be it Kuldeep Singh in Unnao, be it Chinmay Nand, who is accused of rape of a student, of a law student in his own campus. Be it in Kathua, where, mind you, that in support of the rape accused, 2 BJP leaders, state leaders, came out in protest. Be it in Hathras, where the body was cremated without the consent of the family. Be it Ankita Bhandari, where they accuse is the son of a BJP leader, be it the Bilkis Banu case, be it Brij Bhushan Charan Singh, be it the Manipur horror case. Why is it that the feeling, and the list is very long, be it Vijay Jubilee, a BJP former MLA who is again a rape accused, be it Sandeep Singh, and the list goes on and on. Why is it that BJP is a party that protects lawmakers with serious charges?
Madam, fine. Can I bring in RP Singh wants to come in for a rebuttal? Okay. Meeta Chakravarti, allow RP Singh. He wants to come in for a rebuttal, and I'll go back to our political analyst. Yes, RP Singh, please go ahead, sir.
Well, she can pick up cases. I mean, she has all the right as opposition to pick up individual cases and corner us. But let's talk about triple talaq. What they're supporting triple talaq? When Prime Minister gave Izzat Ghar to every woman in the country today. Prime Minister gave a gas cylinder to and a gas stove to every woman in the country today. More than 10 crore women have got a gas cylinder and a gas stove. Women's bill, women's reservation bill. I mean, were they in support or were they against it? I mean, let's talk about that. And also that Lakpati Didi, more than 2 crore women are being assigned, are being made Lakpati in this country through Drone Didi or Lakpati Didi. So who's doing it? Is the Prime Minister Modi who's doing it? I can have a long list where, on a broader perspective, a lot of things have been taken because of women. I mean, even the bank accounts which women have access to today, out of the 50 crore bank accounts which have been opened in last 10 years, majority are the women. Out of all the schemes, the Prime Minister which beneficiaries are majority of the women. So, but
all
let's
right,
talk about the
Meeta Chakravarti, you want to come in for a rebuttal? Allow me to go to our political analyst.
Give me a second.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. RP Singh, make your point.
Only concern is that, I mean, why always attack Hinduism? Why always, when you say Hindus are extremists, there's bigger threat to Hindu extremists from the Hindu extremists than from the Lashkar-e-Toba in the country. I mean, this is Rahul Gandhi's statement. I mean, I'm not talking about whatever the leader has spoken about Sanatan.
Okay, Meeta Chakravarti, come in for a rebuttal, then I'll go to political analyst. Quickly.
The DNA against Hinduism keep cropping up.
Okay. The charge, Meeta Chakravarti, is ultimately, you might keep then crying loud, saying that you didn't mean to say it. The messaging, as per the BJP, is clear. You're anti-Hindu.
Okay, firstly, I'm happy to find out that Mr. RP Singh did not have any counter to any of the list of accusations that I read out. So BJP is clearly a party that protects people who are anti-woman, who do crimes against women. It's a proven record. And
I have a long list of
Sir, don't. Sir, please allow the same courtesy that you were accorded. RP Singh, sir, allow the same courtesy you were accorded. Can I just have Meeta Chakravarti? I'm giving you both equal time. Allow the same courtesy that you were accorded. Meeta Chakravarti, 10 seconds. I need to go across to the other guests.
Thank you. I come from a land where Nari Shakti is worshipped. I come from a land where Durga Puja and Kali Puja are happening. I come from a land where Devi Shakti happens. So I can say from a place of responsibility that this was pro-Devi Shakti and against Ashuri Shakti, against the demonic forces.
Okay.
He made that very clear.
All right, ma'am, you've made your point. You made that point right in the beginning. Ashutosh and Sanjay Singh, I want to get you back into this conversation. Ashutosh, the fact is, one can... Okay, let me put it this way. We shouldn't be having this debate, but we are having this debate because this is become one of the top stories today. And it's not because of the BJP, it's because of Rahul Gandhi. You've said something, you possibly shouldn't have said it, or you articulated it not in the right context. Therefore, you have allowed the BJP to come into it and make this a political point.
No, Preeti, I completely disagree with you that Rahul Gandhi has said something. No, this is how the propaganda works. They want you to believe that he made a mistake. This is the power of propaganda, and RSS has mastered for the last 100 years. This is the book which is called Annihilation of Caste by B.R. Ambedkar. Do you know what B.R. Ambedkar has said about Hinduism? And BJP सुबह से शाम अम्बेडकर का नाम लेती है. बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर ने बौद्ध धर्म एक्सेप्ट किया. जो 16 प्रतिज्ञाएं थी उसको बीजेपी के लोगों को मालूम है कि नहीं? I don't think that they know. You know what Dayanand Saraswati has said about Bhagwan Ram and the Krishna. Does BJP know about it? No, they don't. The fact of the matter is, and this is the most dangerous part, they want a kind of a Hinduism. And they are using Hinduism for the political hegemony. That's the sad part of it. Tell me about BJP's talks about misogyny and all that. You know what happened in the Kathua, the Meeta has just referred. The man who was on the street to supporting rapists, he was promoted by BJP. These are historical records. Tejasvi Surya, who made some most derogatory remarks.
Sir, please, I'll come to you. Accord the same privilege. RP Singh, you got enough time.
No. Tejasvi Surya made the most pathetic remarks against the women of Muslim women in Arab countries that created a diplomatic row for us. He was promoted and given a ticket. The Qatar became
okay, now allow me. Okay, Ashutosh, RP Singh wants to come in for a rebuttal.
10 seconds.
Sir, 10 seconds.
Brajbhushan Saran Singh. You know, this is the most brazen and the blatant thing the party is talking about the women empowerment.
Okay. RP Singh, come in for a rebuttal now. I'll go to Sanjay Singh after you.
Women were insulted.
Okay, Ashutosh, you've made your point. RP Singh, sir, come in for a rebuttal.
Ashutosh, you never uttered. What about Sandesh Khali? You never went and supported the woman in the Sandesh Khali. You never went and supported the woman who were raped and molested and their lands were grabbed by the Shahjahan Sheikh because they belong to his particular religion. That's why you never uttered against the woman in Sandesh Khali.
Okay, let's not get into
why
this.
You support Congress and why you support. No, don't show me the books. I mean, let's talk about the subject. Since you raised the question, and how can you forget Nana Sani, who was cut into pieces and thrown into the tandoor? So, don't give me this, but tell us the fact. Did Congress support triple talaq or not? Was it not?
I want to bring in Sanjay Singh. He hasn't had a word in. No, I'm sorry. I need to go into a break, but I want to bring in Sanjay Singh. Sanjay Singh, if you now, coming back to the narrative of it all, the BJP, whatever Rahul Gandhi might have said, is going to try and make this anti-Hindu. Do you see this as one of those pitches which could affect the narrative of this election? Because the Prime Minister's already picked it up twice. Every rally he's going after the word Shakti.
Preeti, this is about narrative and perception. Who builds how and how much it reaches to the common masses and how they take it. The problem with Congress and Congress party supporters, perhaps there are too many intellectuals. Like in UPA 2 had 8-9 kind of lawyers. And they would talk in a language and about things which does not connect with common masses. So that's the problem. Now this Asuri Shakti and right Shakti was not there in Rahul Gandhi's initial remarks. The fact that, as you said, Rahul Gandhi had to come out with a clarification at around 4:30 this afternoon speaks that Congress is already on the back foot on the issue, and BJP has taken this issue to the people to the extent that it will be detrimental to Congress's prospects.
All right, gentlemen, I'm going to bow out of this debate. That's all the time that we have for. But ultimately, it's going to be for the voters to decide on what side of Shakti they want to stand on and what it really means to them in terms of interpretation. We can keep talking about it till Kingdom Come. But what do the voters think? Right, wrong, anti-Hindu, not anti-Hindu, anti-women, not anti-women? It's in their court. A quick break. Stay with us. Coming up on the other side, Rahul Kabar.
Opposition unity in full display. Team India's massive show of strength. India bloc kick-started its election campaign from Mumbai's iconic Shivaji Park. Rahul Gandhi, Sharad Pawar, Uddhav Thackeray, MK Stalin, Tejasvi Yadav, Sachin Pilot and Ashok Gehlot sounded the poll bugle for 2024 battle. Rahul Gandhi fired fresh salvos at Prime Minister Modi. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister MK Stalin also did not miss the opportunity to slam the Modi government.
The BJP that divides people will be thrown out soon. PM Modi did only two things in last 10 years. One is foreign trips. Another is fake propaganda.
Taking a jibe at NDA, Tejasvi Yadav said that the Saffron clan hijacked Nitish Kumar. Aam Aadmi Party's Saurabh Bharadwaj also targeted BJP over electoral bonds. Sena UBT chief Uddhav Thackeray slammed BJP's 400 par war cry. SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav, however, skipped the opposition show of strength, citing political engagements. Bureau Report, India Today.
In order to fully effectuate the order and to obviate any controversy in the future, we direct that the Chairman and Managing Director of SBI shall file an affidavit on or before 5 p.m. on Wednesday, date daldo.
Could we have one more day on Thursday?
Yes, certainly. 5 p.m. on Thursday, indicating that SBI has disclosed all details of the electoral bonds which were in its possession and custody, and that no details have been withheld from disclosure. That SBI is required to make a complete disclosure of all details in its possession. Full stop. This, we clarify, will include would comprehend the alphanumeric number of, and the serial number, if any, of the bonds which were purchased and redeemed.
This 21st century, what are the biggest challenges we face as a nation when it comes to our security challenges?
I think if you look at the armed forces, the biggest challenges would be mostly external, and thereof our immediate concern. But then external challenges also unite a nation. We've seen it in Balakot, we've seen it in Kargil, we've seen it in Galwan. If you look at the other side of this, the eternal security challenges, which have fissurous tendencies, sometimes they also become challenging. We need to look at that particular aspect also. As far as the armed forces are concerned, the immediate challenges are the rise of China and the unsettled boundary probably. We have two neighbors, both adversarial to us. Both of them profess that their friendship is higher than the Himalayas and as deep as the oceans, and they are both nuclear capable. But over here, both of them are actually predictable. We know that these are the kind of threats. What is unpredictable, and for us, the biggest challenge would be the way warfare is changing in the future. Because of this, we'll have to introduce new weapon systems, technologies, tactics is going to change, strategy is going to change, and probably organization systems. So this particular path of how to predict and what path to take right now so that we are in the right place at the right time, that I think is the biggest challenge for us.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 32 and minimum 15 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 28 and minimum 24 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 36 and minimum 23 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 33 and minimum 24 degrees. Chennai, maximum 30 and minimum 25 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 36 and minimum 22 degrees.
Presented by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, Growing Legacies. Co-presented by Century Laminates by Manish Malhotra, Fashion for your furniture. Co-presented by Macho Hind, Bade Aaram Se. Co-powered by PolicyBazaar.com, Har family hogi insured. No stress, Finolics.
Good evening and welcome. You're watching the news track. I'm Rahul Kamal. The unfolding saga of the electoral bonds case in the Supreme Court and the impact this may have on the Lok Sabha elections of 2024. That's my top focus on the news track.
Electoral bonds, fire burns hotter. Supreme Court raises stakes for SBI.
SBI not be selective in the disclosure of details.
Supreme Court asks, why complete data not provided? Will bonds be a political bombshell? The big focus on News Track.
We have a power-packed show lined up tonight. Let's dive straight into it. Here are the headlines I'm tracking this evening. Big Shakti showdown erupts. Prime Minister Modi accuses Rahul Gandhi and the opposition of insulting Hindu Shakti. Rahul says PM is twisting his words. Prime Minister Modi's mission south hits top gear after Telangana and Karnataka. Prime Minister holds a big roadshow in Coimbatore. Accuses the Congress of indulging in lies and blame game. Election Commission's big Babu cleanup ahead of the polls. Bengal top cop axed, new DGP appointed. Home Secretaries of Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Bihar, Himachal, Jharkhand and Uttarakhand also removed. More trouble for KCR's daughter K. Kavita. ED alleges Kavita Aap conspiracy in the Delhi Liquorgate case. Claims K. Kavita paid 100 crore rupees in advance to Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia. A Bengaluru shopkeeper is allegedly thrashed for playing Hanuman Chalisa during Azan. Shopkeeper says assault on him was unprovoked. BJP says the attack is a result of Congress government's appeasement politics. New electoral bond data has revealed that MK Stalin's DMK received a significant 509 crore rupees from Future Gaming, owned by lottery king Santiago Martin. Future Gaming is the top buyer of electoral bonds according to data shared by the poll body. It has also emerged that the BJP encashed electoral bonds worth 8,250 crore rupees from 2017 till 2024. As the opposition accuses the BJP of benefiting from poll bonds, top Modi ministers are rejecting the charge.
Details of electoral bonds have opened a Pandora's box, with Tamil Nadu Chief Minister MK Stalin's DMK coming under scanner. The DMK affidavit to the EC, now made public after the Supreme Court verdict, reveals that businessman Santiago Martin was the DMK's largest donor. In total, DMK received rupees 656.5 crore through electoral bonds, of which 77% or 509 crore rupees came from the lottery kings Future Gaming and Hotel Services. The company is the top buyer of electoral bonds according to data shared by the poll body. Out of their purchase of electoral bonds worth rupees 1,368 crore, 37% went to MK Stalin's party. Politics has erupted over the lottery king's fundings, with the BJP claiming that the DMK stands exposed ahead of the crucial Lok Sabha polls.
When the Election Commission data for DMK was released, then everybody thought, how can you get 90% from one company, that which is involved in lottery and gaming? Now DMK has to come out, because the same Chief Minister has gone against one private news magazine in Tamil Nadu for defamation, where he has given it in writing to the court as an affidavit. He never took money from any of the company that is involved in gambling business or gaming business.
The DMK has defended the donations.
We
they have threatened certain people. They have sent ED and income tax authorities for a raid, and after getting those bonds, they have stopped it. So they have pressurized people to give them money. So we have not pressurized anybody to give money.
Electoral bond is an extortion racket, well planned by the BJP. And they claim everybody else is corrupt. BJP is not just corrupt, they have run an extortion racket.